The Internet, a global computer network providing a variety of information and communication facilities consisting of interconnected networks using standardized communication. You know what the internet is. The point is, it's a very big place, and a big part of the digital ecosystem is gaming. Like it or not, an overwhelming majority of the internet plays video games. Approximately 82.1% of internet users play some form of video games. Whether it be wide appeal games like Roblox, competitive games like CSGO or literally any FPS, or single/multiplayer games like Minecraft. And if you're not careful, you can easily get tricked by scammers, or go down the rabbit hole of spending too much money on a digital item. This video will dive into the dangers that children face online and the consequences of addiction in video games. So I'll be going to explain the ways that games trick children into spending money, and the tactics they use to keep them playing. I will also talk about how dangerous online games can be with shady people lurking around each corner, and ways that parents can prevent some of these things from happening before it's too late.
There's Roblox.
There are countless amount of games where you can purchase X amount of rerolls, buy this exclusive item, or get X amount of coins for X amount of currency. No other game includes all of these and more than the current most popular game, Roblox, beating gaming giants like Minecraft and Fortnite in individual player count combined, reaching up to 30 million players. You can play it on multiple platforms, including your mobile device like your phone, your tablet, your PC, and even consoles, excluding Nintendo of course, only really needing a decent internet connection to work well. Secondly, Roblox has its own free-to-use game making tool called Roblox Studio, only needing a PC to use. It is essentially a free game engine. You can use this program to make entire games and potentially make money from them. You bet there are a load of things to do on this platform, with literally millions of games on Roblox. Although with varying quality, anyone can find their type of game to play. Horror games, competitive games, simulator games, tycoon games, you name it. Roblox has it, which is just another reason for its huge player base. And with such a big audience, you bet that countless players are spending their precious money on digital items, and getting scammed every day. Both games and people on Roblox are guilty of this. A game that comes to mind when I think about spending tons of money and then getting scammed is Pet Simulator 99. The basic idea of the game is that you start with a pet, a dog, a cat, or axolotl. Then you use that pet to break coin piles, buy more eggs with the in-game currency, catch better pets, unlock new worlds, and repeat. It doesn't sound too interesting, but when you put this game in front of a child, they'd probably get mesmerized by its extremely saturated colors, the addictive mechanics, and the satisfying sounds. Truly a playground for a child's dopamine receptors, and mostly the reason why it's so popular. When you combine all these aspects into one game, it creates something that's easy to get addicted to. With this game's popularity comes many people experiencing FOMO. If you don't know what FOMO is, it is the fear of missing out. The way they use FOMO to their advantage is by doing limited time sales with limited time items. These items have little to no actual value. Every season or couple of months, there are new exclusive eggs released that if hatched can either give you a completely useless pet at a 50, 35, or 13% chance, an okay pet for a 1.5 or 0.39% chance, a sort of good pet for a 0.1% chance, and a very rare pet for a 0.01% chance. Since some of these pets are so rare, you can buy these in bulks of 175. But you'd have to cough up 14,500 Robux, which translates to around 255 Canadian dollars. This gives people with expendable income unfair advantage over little Jimmy with his birthday money. Content creators also don't help with the FOMO, usually buying these eggs in ridiculous quantities. When you take the popularity of the game and look at the game's age demographic, you can see just how young the average Roblox player's age is, with approximately 15% of players being under 9 years old and another 29% being around ages 9 to 12. So it should be no surprise that scammers try to target them and take advantage of their feeble minds. These scams often take place in the in-game chat, claiming to have a rare item they're giving away for free or free Robux. Trading scams is where scammers try to deceive the kid into making unfair trades. Some scammers even hack accounts, stealing in-game items and Robux. This of course can affect real life. Around 1.6 million attempted cyber attacks were recorded across the entire platform just last year, leaving many in financial loss or potentially even worse, personal information being stolen. With all these games being so vulnerable for young children, you may be hesitant to let your kids continue to play games like these. Fear not, however, because the United Kingdom's got the solution. That being the UK Online Safety Act. This act was passed on the 26th of October 2023. And requires big social media corporations to be more responsible for their users. This means reducing risks that illegal activities are taking place on their platforms, and when they do, to take it down. However, the most addressed thing in the act is online safety for children, specifically preventing users under the age of 18 to access harmful and age-inappropriate websites, posts, games, and more. This has led many corporations to implement strict age verification for UK users, including facial age estimation, credit card age checks, photo ID matching, and more. This has sparked some divide. Some are glad that the UK government is acting on this worldwide problem, while the other half is not very excited about the idea of giving their face, credit card info, and IDs to big corporations. They say they already have enough of their data. Due to this, many people have swapped to using VPNs to change their online location to circumvent these restrictions, with one VPN reporting a 1,400% increase in signups immediately after the law was put into action. Some of these restrictions have been implemented in places you might not expect, including Spotify needing age verification to listen to songs that may contain harmful content, and Roblox having a stricter age verification, and censoring games that might have any negative impact on a child. Many fear that this may be the beginning of a dystopian future, and with other countries following suit and trying to pass similar laws like the US, Australia, Singapore, and even Canada, those people might not be far off. Seeing how exploitable children can be on the internet and how easy it is to get tricked, I made a short list of the ways to keep your child safe from any scammers out there. So, I present you my top 5 suggestions to keep your child safe on the internet.
Number 1.
Limit your child's screen time. Limiting their screen time at a young age is essential to make sure they don't become dependent on their devices, and allows them to develop real-life relationships.
Number 2.
Do not allow in-game audio and video access. When kids are young, they can easily be deceived by randoms online. Having them use a third-party communication app allows you to have some control on who they can talk to online.
Number 3.
Don't be afraid to say no. Teaching a child it's okay to say no to strangers is just as important online as it is in the streets, so make sure they know these rules apply digitally as well.
Number 4.
Aid in making accounts and passwords. Kids may think it's okay to just use their real names and a very simple password for their account, so help them come up with a unique username and a tricky password to lower the chances of getting hacked.
Number 5.
Occasionally, check up on them. Make sure they're having a good time, making good decisions, and being responsible. It's important to remember to do all of these in moderation. Make sure you aren't being too intrusive, at the risk of your child developing neglect towards you. That's all of the things I have to say today, so make sure to play stupid, act smart,